to come each and every 2 days Nithyananda Yoga each and time Brahma as we enter into the Nithyananda Yoga session. First we're going to shape those guys as we enter into the Purana. Jnanamudam Paramashivam Evatam Jnanamudrim Vamparidam Gaganasrisham Tattvamasya Nilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamasadalam Sarvadi Samakshikuram Vahavidam Trigumanidam Satvaram Namami. And now we chant the Shivamantara. Om Shivaya Namaha. Om Shivaya Namaha. Om Shivaya Namaha. Using your index when you are making this, using your thumb and index finger to show the nostril, with the thumb and index finger to show with the tip, with your thumb and index finger to enable the all your fingers to make sure that the top of your head, right shoulder, and your arm. Now, hold your hands in the and place your hands on the right side as we prepare the conscious position. Now, whatever you want to manifest today, visualize that it is happening. Declare a conscious Sankalpa. Namo Bhagavata Samasta Vidakshayatpada Nithyananda Paramashivam Sri Nithyanandeshwari Paramashiva Shakti Sameta Sri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Vidyartham Cha Shubhe Shobhane Muhurte Adya Brahmana Dviya Bhakti Sri Shvetavahakalpe Vaivasvatamandandare Akshtavam Chintame Nitya Yuge Tatame Bhakti शम्भुद्वीपे भारतवर्षे अरदखण्डे मेरोः दक्षिणे पार्श्वे नकाब्दे अस्मिन् वर्तमाने व्यवहारिके प्रभवादीनां सस्याः संवत्सराणां मध्ये विश्वावसुनाम संवत्सरे उत्तरायणे लक्ष्मी वेङ्कटेश्वरतो शुभमासे शुभपक्षे शुभगितो शुभवासरे युक्तायां धनक्षत्र शुभयोग शुभकर्ण एवं गुणविशेषणविशिष्टायां तस्यां शुभरितो शुभशुद्ध्यावकरणार्थं नित्यानन्द योगाभ्यासं करिष्ये ॐ अवोपस्पृश्य This is good in hand. Now let's stand up and begin the stretches for a bit. Start with the hand rotation and moving the muscles from up to down. Deeply stretch each part of the neck or neck muscles. Next muscles, our shoulders. Start stretching our shoulders. Going in one direction, we now also come the other direction. And then now we can stop moving towards the guitars. Push your fingers back up and down below. You see it's just short. Wrists. Maintaining the grasp down. Now we stretch our legs. Spread the legs apart. Bend forward. Hand push it down. Make it straight. Move over to one side, hold on to your leg and stretch. And you can see on the opposite side as well. And now sit. Or upper back. It's your upper back. Now we're going to enter with the skeleton movements. So, take a few moments to close your eyes and visualize yourself and as you have no muscles, no skin, no nerves, no bone, no tissues, only bones and your complete skeleton. I'm going to visualize yourself as you can slowly start within your body, your feet, hands, toes, visualize all different muscles, all different parts, legs, hands, all completely different, have independent intelligence on its own. And shape, why do we shape all the different parts of your body? We should go to all the information, knowledge base, all of this. You know, why do we shape? All the information, all the knowledge, shape last few seconds. And just stand up, finger place. Allow the energy to settle. Sit down. Relax position as we enter Vinyasa Krama today. So we're going to be starting from asana number 230 in the Vinyasa Krama. And this asana is the Narasana. So in the Narasana, we're going to be sitting on our knees and toes, and lifting our hands firmly to us. And we're going to be sticking out our tongue and exhale. So, sitting on your toes, have your hands spread out as wide as they can be, and we're going to stick it out and exhale sharply. Breathe in, exhale sharply. As we're coming to asana, we're going to be contracting and holding the Mula Bandha. Visualizing asana. One of the 10 bandhas. We're going to be holding your gaze at the tip of your nose. So gaze at the tip of your nose. and we'll be performing the Ujjayi pranayama. Visualize Paramashiva in your space. Gaze the Kundalini. Perform the Mula Bandha. Chant the japa Om Nithyananda Yoga. Just use your hands. Maybe the chakra corner also in this way. अथ नरसिंहगदासना गौमना हानि होय वैसे देवी मेली रघुरा निवेशे मसूरी रनीकात हरावे नासाग्र दृष्टि खोलावे. Moving to the next asana, which is the Vishrakasana. Vishrakasana, we remain in the same seated posture, and we are going to be covering. We're going to be covering our mouth and our lips with the hollow of. Take the hollow, take your hand, cup it, and cover your mouth and your nose. Like so. So in this, we are actually taking our thumbs, we are going to be putting our thumbs inside our mouth. And closing the external upper mouth with our palms. In this asana, gaze at the nose, inhale through the Kundalini and exhale through the mouth much as we can. I'm going to repeat the instructions. Sitting here on top of your toes and your knees, with your knees spread apart sideways, you're going to be taking your thumbs and inserting them into your mouth. Take your thumbs, insert them into your mouth, and cover it with your palms, creating like a hollow-like structure with your mouth and nose. In this position, we are gazing at our nose and inhaling through the Kundalini and exhaling through the mouth as much as we can. In the Vishrakasana, visualize yourself as Devi presiding over any and all the physical fears that you may be having. Keep your gaze towards your nose. Continue to engage the Mula Bandha and chant the japa pranayama Nithyananda Paramashivam. In this asana, we will be performing the Vishrakasana. In this asana, we will be performing the Vishraka pranayama. Dopana Pangangi Ejoi Koda Panam Panam Kun Kunihoi Koda Jimpa Hari Rake Ar Kave Hari Sivi Vidhirake. You can relax. The next asana that we are going to be performing is the Makadasana. In Makadasana, we are going to be continuing to be on the same seated position. Now, we'll be having our soul sphere. Instead of having our legs spread apart, we'll be sitting on the soles of our feet, on top of our feet on the ground, sitting on our heels and bending our elbows, bringing our fingers to our armpits, and we're going to be imitating as if a monkey is scratching. Okay? So we're going to be imitating the position of monkey. And in this position, visualize yourself as a playful monkey. Bring your gaze to your third eye center. Chant the mantra Om Nithyananda Yoga. Generally, this asana will be continuing to hold the Mula Bandha. The pranayama that we are performing is the Ujjayi pranayama. And the Shastra Pramana. तो भगदली संपुटाने इनकी तिष्टि भूमि परिताने मूलधारयेद्यां परिज्ञावे मूढ़ा आट उच्चतहरावे. Relax. And the next asana that we are going to be performing is the Vajrasankarasana. So Vajrasankarasana, we are going to again come to standing on the toes of our feet. Our soles of our feet together. So the toes of your feet are split apart from your heels are touching together. Sit on your heels, knees wide and arms forward, and hold the elbows behind your back. Hold the elbows behind your back. Gaze to the tip of your nose, and visualize that you can embody a diamond-like structure for yourself, Kailasa, and for the spiritual community. Engage the Mula Bandha and chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. The Shastra Pramana goes Prathama Pranapani Goya Vese Do Edi Buddha Nivese Goda Upharake Hira Adhe Vaya Pasari Hira. And now relax. The next asana is the Kanjanasana. In the Kanjanasana, you can relax from sitting on the tips of your toes and cross your ankles behind each other and sit on the heels. Place palms on either side of the mat. Sit in this relaxed position. Your ankles are crossed behind you. Stand your heels and bring your hands, place your palms on the mat to your side. In this position, gazing at the tip of your nose, visualize perfect health beyond any and all physical and mental ailments. In this asana, we are going to be performing the Dhyana Bandha. So, you want to be sucking your stomach in and up. Chant the internal japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Kanjana Sanama Sama Sanama Paksye Yadkritva Shushutiro Bhave. The next asana is the Purmasana. In the same position, instead of having our knees or hands on the side of the ground, we're going to be bringing them on top of our knees. Our toes and our feet are still crossed. and we are sitting on top of the back of our heels. Spread your knees wide and apart and keep them on the floor and rest your hands on both the knees. In this position, we are continuing to bring our gaze to the tip of our nose, engaging the Mula Bandha. Visualize a turtle, stable body and mind living for hundreds of years in this asana. Chant the japa, Om Nithyananda Yoga in your inner space. And we'll be chanting the Shanti Gulpo Chavrishayasyaho Yukramena Samadhito Rishukaryashayo Krivam Purmasanam Vitiritam. Now in the same asana, we can join the next asana, which is the yoga asana. In the yoga asana, continue to cross your feet behind, cross your feet on top of each other, and sit on your heels, on the back of your heels. Bring your gaze towards your nose. Engage the Mula Bandha. Visualize formally the supreme form of Hinduism in the Awaken space. Bring your gaze to the nose. Chant the Japam Om Nithyananda Paramashivam in your inner space. Gudam Nilyam Yakul Bhavnam Vipramena Samahitaha Yogasanam Bhavedetat Iti Yoga Vidho Viduhu. The next is the yoga. So in the same position, similar position, we're going to be bringing our hands from the back in between the gap of our thighs and arms. Bring your hands in the gap between your thighs and calf muscles. And in this position, we will be standing on our knees. So standing on your knees, cross your ankles behind each other. Behind yourself, cross your ankles one on top of the other. Cross your ankles and hold the calves with your fingers inside and your thumb out. So grab onto your calves from behind you, and in this position, stretch out your knees as wide as you can. Stretch out your knees, don't have your knees close to each other. Stretch out your knees as wide as they can in the Padmasana or Sukhasana like position. and cross your knees towards yourself as close as possible. Bring your heels. If you spread your knees apart, you need to bring in your heels closer to each other. Spread your knees apart. Spread your knees apart, nicely spread your knees apart. And bring your ankles close to you. And in this position, catch hold of your calf muscles from behind. In the Yogasana, you're going to have your gaze at your belly center, performing the Mula Bandha. Performing the Mula Bandha, having the gaze at the belly center, chanting the internal japa, Nithyananda Yoga. Visualize the space of eternal oneness, Awaken with the Guru. Godam Vamno Ubho Hoi, Goda Ada Rakhe Doi, Dachipada Kai Pani Rahavai, Anau Vama Godha Digi, Yavai. The next asana that we are going to perform is the Ustrasana. On Ustrasana, we are going to be stretching out our ankles from behind us. And from this position, standing on your knees, going to bend backwards, catch your left heel and right heel, your with hands, and bend all the way backwards, looking up at the ceiling. Bend all the way backwards. And in this asana, visualize yourself as a camel. Visualize yourself as a camel and hold the Mula Bandha. Contracting your perineum in and up. Hold the Mula Bandha. Visualize yourself as keeping your arms straight. Chant the Chapam Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Here in the space. Meruda Merudanda Grantila Tardyas Yastam Ipad Dai Sukuman Kapot Shasana Vyasam Puryamita Hitasana. Relax. The next asana which will be performing is the Jatyasana. Jatyasana very similar to the Shrasana. Instead of standing on our knees, we will be bending backwards on the ground. So from a seated position, you can go all the way to the ground. And from here, holding your ankles, your feet with your hands. Bend your back, push your back, bring your head as close as you can inwards. And push your hip towards the sky. Which position you want to push your hip towards the sky? With your heels together and hands on the soles of your feet, slowly lean back, bringing your elbows to the mat, placing your head also on the mat, and pushing your hip to the sky. Raising your hips all the way to the sky. Gaze at the nasal. Gaze towards your nasal. In this asana, experience yourself as a lotus blooming. Experience yourself as a lotus blooming. Hold the Mula Bandha. Pull the Mula Bandha in and out. Chant the mantra. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. This is the Chakrasana group. Jadi asana doi samputa kare sole मूला भारित 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 करी धेरे अनापा नीक उखरी गोये ऐसे बहुरी पिष्टी. The next is the Virajasana. So in the Virajasana, we will be continuing to sit in this position, and this is the dynamic asana, but from leaning back in the chin or head to the ground, we're going to be rising up again. So sitting on our knees and thighs together, lean back, touch your back to the ground and rise up again. So we're going to be leaning back, touching the ground, and coming back to the seated position. So we're going to be going down and up together a couple of times. You can take the support of your hands if you need. And we're going to be doing this repeatedly. So coming all the way back to the ground and rising back. In this asana, we're going to be having our gaze and our nose. So bring your gaze to your nose in this asana. Visualize the healing and liberation of all possible and subtle forms of your body. Engage the Mula Bandha. Engage the Mula Bandha in this asana. And chant the Japam Om Nithyananda. Let's perform this asana a couple of times. The Virajasana. So just go to the ground, touch your back to the ground, and bring ourselves up. And a few more times. And the Shastra Pranayama. Changakriti bhumo nithaya changodharayoho purini samstapya krishti vamsham varam krishet karatasanam bhavati. And the next asana is the Kapodasana. So in the Kapodasana, very similar to the asana that we have been performing now. We're going to be raising our hips higher, bringing our forearms on the mat, and bringing our head between our feet. So we're going to be raising our hips to the sky as much as possible, and try to bring your feet in front of your between your heels. So a better way to perform this asana is to from a standing position, standing on your knees, bend backwards and bring your head all the way to the ground and place it between your knees. In this asana, we're going to be visualizing ourselves as a beautiful dove. We're going to be visualizing ourselves as a beautiful dove. Engage the Mula Bandha. This asana and chant the japam of Nithyananda Yoga. So this asana for a couple of more seconds. Merugandharmanthidhat yasampi adat isopuman kapot totash prasana bhyasa kuyan vitahitas hitasanaha. And you can relax. And when you perform the next asana, this is the Varasana. So in the Varasana, again, we're going to be coming to standing on our knees. Bring yourself to this position. Stand upright on your knees with your toes tucked. And hold your arms with your opposite hands. In this position, gaze to the nose, the tip of your nose. And engage the Mula Bandha. Engage the Mula Bandha. Visualize the wounds. Visualize you are receiving your wound from Paramashiva. Visualize you are receiving a wound from Paramashiva. As you stand upright on your knees, tuck your toes from underneath you. Should be holding your arms with the opposite hands and gazing at your nose. Engage the Mula Bandha and chant the Japam Om Nithyananda Paramashivam in this position. Jamini bhumau samstapya hastabhyam bahu parasasparam dhritva sarvam dishte varasanam bhavati. And relax. The next is the Varahasana 2. And the Varahasana 2, we're going to be keeping our knees together, toes tucked, lean forward and bring your elbows on the mat, hands holding your head. Rest your head on the hands and the heels on the head. So, from this position, Vrajasana, with your toes tucked, holding your head with your hands, putting your elbows on the ground, and be in this inverted position. Of the Varahasana 2. Itself as a boar. One of the 10 incarnations of Mahavakya. Engage the Mula Bandha and chant the Japam of Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. सूर्यं चन्द्रं वेदेनान्यस्सनानि कथ्यन्ते पूर्वरो भूमौ स्थापयित्वा जानुभ्यां मवनि मवनिमवस्ताभ्य हस्तौ मस्तके संस्थाप्य पार्श्वि शिनीतां मे संस्थाप्य तिष्ठेत् वरासनं भवति. The next asana which we are going to perform is the Mundasana. So in the Mundasana, we will be kneeling down, placing our crown center on the middle of the mat, and between our interlaced fingers, elbows on the mat, shoulder apart, lift the knees and hips high, and raise the body upside. So sitting in the Mundasana. In the Mundasana, we are going to be interlacing your fingers. Interlacing your fingers and placing it on the ground with the help of your elbows slightly apart. Place yourself into the inverted Mundasana position. In this position, we're going to be bringing your gaze to your third eye center, engaging the Mula Bandha, and chanting the Japam Nithyananda Yoga. Visualize yourself as a yoked tree in the Mundasana. And I'm going to be chanting the mantra after the mantra for this asana. Adho Mundasanam Vaksye Sarvesham Praninan Sukham Udhamadhe Pade Dattva Tarayin Madhutam Siddhi. And relax. The next asana is the Anthasana. In the Anthasana, kneel down and place your head between your knees, elbows adjacent to the knees, your hands holding your head, and exhale through your mouth. So, kneeling down, bringing your head between your knees, and your hands holding your head. In this position, be exhaling through your mouth. Bring your gaze to your third eye. Engage the Mula Bandha in this position. Visualize Swamiji, supreme point of Hinduism, in your inner space. Chant the mantra. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. प्रथम भगवतली समलहरावे और माहुली उके मिलावे अनात्मा we're going to be performing is the Viparita Shalabhasana. So come to a complete lying down position. Viparita Shalabhasana. Lay down on your stomach. And from this position, extend your arms straight out. Lift your thighs, arms, and chest up. Lying on our belly, our arms extended straight out, and our thighs, our arms, our chest, all are lifted off the ground. So your arms, your chest, and your thighs are touching the ground. In this position, visualize yourself as a locust. Engage the Mula Bandha while performing this asana. Chant the japa Om Nithyananda Yoga. Salabhasana Asana Vedastra Natha Herundhanamage Ganda Verunda Sakite Shirshadanda Tatha. Relax. The next is the Kapalasana. The Kapalasana, continue to lie on your bellies, on your belly with your arms at the side, your palms facing down. Keep your forehead on the ground, keep your chest also on the ground, and lift your legs up together. So with your forehead, your arms, your palm, your chest on the ground, you are lifting only your legs. Lift your legs and your thighs above the ground. In this asana, visualize yourself as a skull, representing the mind with purified thoughts and strong will to attain enlightenment. Engage the Mula Bandha and chant japa of Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Kapalam Bhum Bhum Kapalam Bhumam Vidhaya Uddham Padon Yet Kapalasanam Bhavati. The next is the Akasha Kapotasana. From the same position of lying down, we're going to bring your feet, bending your back all the way to your next to your face. So in this position, keep your legs off the ground and bring your feet, your toes next to your head. So going to be so you want to bring your feet all the way above, like so, and try to reach your try to touch your feet to the ground. So you can begin by this is the Akasha Kapotasana. So raise your legs all the way up. Bring your hands to your sides. And try to bend your knees, touch the ground. Slowly relax. So in this asana, we're visualizing ourselves as a free and open dove. We are engaging our Mula Bandha forming this asana. In this asana, while following the asana, we will be chanting the internal japa of Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Let's try and practice the asana once more as we listen to the Shakramana being chanted. Tushtrasane stitva charanau bhumo रेखाभ्य मस्तकोपरि नीत्वा प्रस्थाप्रदेशेन भूमौ स्थापयेत् आकाशकपोत्तनं भवति and relax. Now we're going to come to the Chatakasana. So in the Chatakasana, sit on your knees and come to a comfortable seating position. Sitting on the knees, bring your chest down so the navel touches your knees. Keep your hands flat on the mat and 4 hands on the. So we're going to be breathing, trying to bring your navel to touch your knees. Keep your hands on the ground as such. And you should be looking up and forward onto the ground. In this asana, visualize yourself as a sparrow. When you begin this asana, visualize yourself as a sparrow. Engage the Mula Bandha, chanting the japa of Nithyananda Yoga. परम यंतो हस्तौ धारां मवशंब जामि नभो संकुञ्च्य तिष्ठेतं चटकासनं भवति. Now we will be performing the Vrishchikasana. So Vrishchikasana is very similar to the Akashakapotasana that we performed earlier, but instead of having our entire body on the ground, we are going to be performing the Vrishchikasana forearms. So having our forearms as such, we will be kicking ourselves up and balancing ourselves. So you want to balance yourself on your forearms as such. in this position. Visualize yourself as scorpion. Visualize yourself as scorpion. Perform the Mula Bandha. Chant the Japam of Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. And will be chanting the Shakramana for this asana. Vrishchip Vapushyapratimangali Vashni Sritva Shvash Vashyati Shibukam Vidharya Kau Yatreti Santishtati Sadhakastva Vishabham Vrishchikasana Jnanamasanam. The next asana is Vrishasana. So Vrishasana, you're going to be sitting on your perineum, on your right heel. Keep your left foot outside of the hip, ankle to the side. You place the hands on the mat, assembling the foot. So from a comfortable seated Vrishasana position, sit with one of your legs completely outside, left leg, and bring your perineum and sit on your right heel. So yourself seated on your right heel and your left heel extended outside. Bring your hands on the mat and, for example, visualize yourself. Visualize yourself as a bull. Engage the Mula Bandha. Engage the Mula Bandha and chant the Japam Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. We will be going over the Shakramana for this verse. Yamya Gulpe Padamule Mahavakya Padekaram Viparitam Spashet Bhumim Vrishasanamitam Bhavet. And the next asana is the Lolasana. In the Lolasana, from the same kneeling position, we will be lifting our knees off the ground, crossing the toes over the left foot off the right, and we will be balancing above the ground. So, from the same kneeling position, lift your knees off the ground and toss the toes over each other. So, it is similar to Bakasana, but not exactly Bakasana. We are going to be lifting ourselves, our knees off the ground and crossing the toes over each other and balancing on the mat. In this asana, you want to also try to keep your hands completely straight. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space. Chant the Mula, engage the Mula Bandha, and chant the Chakam Om Nithyananda Yoga. So, all try this asana one more time. Keeping your hands completely straight. Balancing your knees on your triceps. Hold your left, overlap your left foot with your right. We'll be chanting the Shastra Pramana with this asana. Yogasanam sada kuryat vayuyogapadhanat sthiravakyuprasadena sthirasheta bhavet dhrutam. Now when we are repeating the Vrishasana on the other side, so let's perform the Vrishasana on the other side. Previously we were sitting on our right knee and having our left ankle extended. Now we're going to be sitting on our left heel and extending our right. So sit on your right heel, sit on your left heel, extend your right heel outside. Bring your hands in front of you and place them on a mat in front of you. Visualize yourself as a bull in this asana. Engage the Mula Bandha, chanting the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Yamya gulpe padamule vamabhage padedaram viparitam sprishet bhumim vrishasanamidhum bhavet. The next asana is the Balapanasana. Now, in Balapanasana, when we bringing our from the same position, when we bringing our right leg up, and we're going to be sitting on the heel of our left leg. Sit on the toes and heel of your left leg. Bring your right leg up, and place both the hands on respective knees. Comfortably place your perineum on your left heel and visualize Balgura height, one of the 84 siddhas in your inner space. In this position, you want to have your back completely straight, in an upright manner, holding your chest up. In this asana, hold and engage the Mula Bandha, chant the japam of Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. And we will be chanting the Shastra Pramana in this verse. Asana Kaudhuna Jalavikaraje. The next asana is the Grahasana. On Grahasana, we come to a squatted position with our feet under the mat. Having our feet flat on the mat, bringing our elbows among the thighs and wrapping hands positions. Place your buttocks down and up. And in this position, this is the Grahasana. In this position, visualize yourself as the entire planet. Visualize yourself as the entire planet. You can stand on your feet, don't sit down and rest on your buttocks. You should be balancing and putting on all your weight on your feet. So bring your hands all the way around and clasp your ankles. Look up and forward and engage in Mula Bandha. Chant the Japam Nithyananda Paramashivam in this asana. Visualize yourself as the entire time. Now we will be chanting the Shastra Pramana. पादतले भूमौ संस्थाप्य जानुमध्ये कुर्वरो स्थाप्य हस्ताभ्यां गुल्फप्रदेशो कृत्वा तिष्ठेत् प्रहासनं भवति. Relax. And we will now be performing the Palagunasana on the opposite side. So previously we had our right leg lifted up and we sat on our left ankle. So now we are going to be sitting on our right heel. So you should be seated on your right heel with your sitting on your right toes. Sorry, you will be sitting on your right toes, bringing your right knee to the ground. Resting your hand on your left knee. And from this position, maintain an upright position. Visualize Balamahai, one of the 84 siddhas in your inner space. Engage the Mula Bandha. Chant the Japam Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Your space. Shastra Pramana for this asana. Asana Paunal Chalavika. And relax. Now can we enter into the so we will now stand up now. And from the standing position, we bring our feet, our elbows to our knees, and we're going to come to a mid squatting. We're coming to a mid squatting position. In this position, you want to have your back straight and upright as much as possible. So bend, nicely bend and bring your hip and knees to a 90-degree position. Then nicely bend, bring your back all the way down. Bend some more. Bring your knees. And in this position, we're not going to be having our feet completely up down. We're going to be balancing on the tips of our toes. Bring yourself to this 90-degree position. Keep your spine upright and straight. And visualize forming this straight line in your inner space. So you can take a few moments to relax and get into the asana again together. So balancing on the tips of your toes. Balancing on the tips of your toes. You're going to bend into a squatting seated position. Keeping your back straight and upright as much as possible. Hold yourself in this squatted seated position. In this position, visualize Swamiji, the Supreme Lord of Hinduism, in your inner space. Engage the Mula Bandha and chant the japa Om Nithyananda Yoga. You can relax now for 20 seconds. I'm going to be performing this asana one last time, and then we'll be chanting the Krama. So again, let's get into the asana. Try to bring your butt also to the same level as your knee, and have your back straight, balancing on the tips of your toes. And what is this asana? As we chant the Krama. Yujas, Svijos, Stiyate, Urvajanu, Yatrasane, Pada, Talad, Vayo, Pari, Snigdhyam, Managuttaragandharanyam, Maspatashya, Pitam, Smriti, Mutkatakyam, Asmin Jalandhare Sati Vidipanam Bhavati Sanketa, and relax. Now come to a seated position. We will be performing the Vajrasankara. So the Vajrasankara. Again, this asana we're going to continue to be balancing on our toes. Let your legs apart, and from here, bring your hands crossed on your back. This is the Vajrasankara. In this asana, we want to engage the Mula Bandha and visualize Swamiji in your inner space. The japa that you will be chanting is Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Ensure that you are catching your opposite elbows with your hands behind your back. You should be able to hold the opposite elbow with your hands. Balancing on your toes and spreading your knees as wide as they can. Chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivam, engaging the Mula Bandha. प्रथम फना पानी हो जैसे दो एड़ी गुड़ा निवेसे घोड़ा उखारा दिया आठे बाया पसारी धीरा पृष्ठ दिशी दो कर आने तिनकी जुगता ऐसे विदिताने गहे परस परि गुजाजू दो कहानिया लगती पकारे सो. And relax. Now, going to be performing the Anilasana. In the Anilasana, we're going to be in this squatted position. You come to the squatted position and place your hands under the soles of your feet from the inside, the palms facing down. So place your hands under the soles of your feet, your palms facing down. This is the Anilasana. From this Anilasana position, bring your gaze to the tip of your nose. Engage the Mula Bandha and visualize that you are able to consume and live off of air alone. Visualize that you are able to consume and live off of air alone. Chant the japa Om Nithyananda Yoga. This asana. Now we chanting Shastra Pramana. Dohat Bhuma Parathani Kapuni Jarina Bilaga Ane Tanadhu Aise Vidhi Kare Pishti Adel Yaki Karidare Aise Rahe Karakai Thani Dare Nasa Madhya Ani Yaso Kapatha Vite Thane Kare Jaitara Makrakata Kahai Devi and relax. The next is the Padakasana. So in Padakasana, we can come to a standing position. Now from this asana, we are going to be wrapping our feet with our hands as if we were our hands are the Padakas for our feet. So from the tip, from your toes, bring your hands underneath your feet and step on your feet, step on the hands as if you were stepping on your Padakas and wrap your hands around your feet like a shoe and begin walking around. So you're going to be walking around by wrapping your feet with your hands from underneath like a shoe and begin walking around. Continue to perform this asana, visualizing that you are wearing these Padakas and walking across Bharat. In this asana, engage the Mula Bandha and chant the japam of Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. In this asana, you are going to be holding the visualization of wearing Padakas and walking across the world. You are going to be chanting the Shastra Pramana for this verse. Hastatalayo Padatale Kritva Tishtet Gachet Padakasanam Bhavati. You can relax and sit comfortably on the floor with Vajrasana. The next asana that we are going to be entering into is the Kundalini. So in the Kundalini, we will be placing our palms on the mat. Place both the feet upwards in the air and let them fall down. And we're going to be performing this repeatedly. So, placing the palms on the mat, going to be lifting both feet behind and let them fall down again. So, lifting the feet and letting them fall down again. Lifting the feet and letting them fall down again and again. In this asana, visualize yourself as a rooster. Engage the Mula and chant japa, internal japa. Om Nithyananda Yoga. Be chanting the chant Pramana for this verse. हस्ततले भूमौ कृत्वा पादतले च ऊर्ध्वं मूलानं कृत्वा भूमौ पतेत् चित्तं पुनः पुनः कुर्यात् कुक्कुटोद्गलं भवति. Now we're going to be performing the Viparita Nrityasana. So the Viparita Nrityasana, we will be placing both our hands on the mat and raising our legs upwards in handstand and moving around on the two hands, the legs and so coming to a handstand position. In this position, you're going to be dancing your legs, balancing on your hands, and kicking one leg up and down, and performing the asana. So we can all practice and get started now. In this asana, engage the Mula Bandha. Visualize yourself becoming free from all inhibitions. Chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Engage your Mula Bandha. Perform this one last time as we chant Shastra Pranayama with this asana. Hastatalaabhyam bhumimavastabhya urdhapala gre kurvan hastatalaabhyam nartanam kartavyam Viparitan Nrityasanam Bhavati. And relax. The next asana is the Kunjarasana. Now, Kunjarasana, we are going to perform this asana from a standing position. From the standing position of Kunjarasana, bend forward and place one hand on the ground and the other hand touching your knee, touching your hip. Separate the feet and place one palm on the ground on the mat. Bring the opposite hand to the head. We stand here, stay here. This is the Kunjarasana. This asana, visualize vomiting the supreme form of Hinduism in your inner space. Perform the Mula and chant the japa Nithyananda Yoga. Mahavakya Mahadev Kunjarasana Muktam Karanene Kena Padabhyam Bhumodishte Shirakaraha. Now repeat the Kunjarasana on the other side. So if you have your left hand touching your ear, then now you will want to place your right hand and touch the right ear. Between the right hand holding your right ear, and change to the left hand holding the left ear now. Continue to maintain the same position of Kunjarasana. Visualize harmony, the supreme font of Hinduism in your inner space. Engage the Mula Bandha. Pull your perineum center in and up. Chant the Japam of Nithyananda Yoga. Mahavakya Mahadev Kunjarasana Muktam Karanene Kena Padabhyam Bhumodishte Shirakaraha. And you can relax and sit down. The next asana is the Kadambasana. Kadambasana, you are going to be sitting on your feet. Be seated on your feet and catch your ankles with your hands. Catch your ankles with your hands and balance on the toes of your feet. Try to keep your spine back in an upright straight position. And look upwards. Hold your feet, pull your ankles with your hands. Visualize yourself as a Kadamba tree, a pious tree that promotes a long life. Engage the Mula Bandha in this asana and chant the Japam Om Nithyananda Paramashivam internally. Keep chanting the Shastra Pramana for this verse. Pashmibhyam bhumimavastabhya astadvayena dulpo dritva ishve kadam bhavavati. Relax. The next asana is the Pavalamuktasana. In the Pavalamuktasana, you can bring your heels and legs in front of you and bring them as close as you can to your chest and hug your knees to your chest. Keep your back straight and your head in upright position. To the Pavalamuktasana. In this asana, visualize any excess vata releasing balance. In this position, we are going to be continuing to engage the Mula Bandha, chanting the japa Om Nithyananda. Pavanamuktasana Vayo Supadayo Panim Latva Swasvantika नित्यं भगे जानकी वक्षसि सागर बभ्रति करम बंधन करम बंधनैः and relax. Now going to be relaxing the shavasana for a few minutes. So please lie down and relax in the shavasana. Lower your body just in the ground. Just relax and let go of all the micro movements, touching of your fingers with your toes. And just kindness from your body. So we bring the awareness back body with your arm, with the fingers, with your toes. The fingers will be back with the body. And one side and the other side. We're going to be spending the next couple of minutes performing the Mahavakya meditation. Mahavakya meditation. We're going to be taking a deep breath in, and from that deep breath, we're going to come as loudly as we can, as long as we can. So, breathing in deeply. Coming as slowly as we can, as long as we can. Start. Deep breath in. Witnessing to witness a deep impression of sunrise. This maybe someone who is empty about this family evaluation. This way many times, the Agamas Yogapada and the Vinyasa Krama. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Om Paramashiva Namaskara. Thank you all for joining today's Nithyananda Yoga. See you all again. And